Hey, what's going on, guys? Upright Tactical. I just wanted to bring you my video of my Glock 45 build. So this is my Glock 45 Gen 5, and the attachments I have on here currently are the Streamlight TLR 1 HPX, the Aimpoint Acro P2, the Ameriglow blacked out suppressor height sights, the Radiant Ramjet afterburner, and the Handler Grips Edge series. And I do have this little back strap that came, the OEM back strap, cut it off right there, kind of put the little grip over it. So yeah, it's a very simple build. I like it. It's pretty much, leaning towards duty rated, um, do it all gun pretty much. So um, I just want to start off this video by that this weapon is clear. There's nothing in the chamber, uh, nothing in the mag wheel. But yeah, this weapon is clear. Also, I want to say that whatever I say in this video isn't to try to sell you on anything. We're all grown adults here. I don't want to be um, like most of these gun tubers trying to constantly sell you stuff. It's sad that it's gotten to this point where, sometimes we go to tune into some of these videos to, just get knowledge and information. And, there's always, I feel like they're always just trying to sell us on something, which, I mean, I get it. They have mouths to feed, but um, I wish it was like the old days, back in 2013 with FPS Russia or, Iraq Veteran 8888, Hickok 45, where it's just, for the love of it, for the entertainment, for the knowledge. But anyways, I say that to say that I'm not going to try to sell you on any of these products. I'm just going to show you what works for me. And um, yeah, so this is my Glock 45 Gen 5. Yes, I'll start off with the flashlight. This is the TLR1 HPX from Streamlight. This is the most recent flashlight that they've came out with as far as pistol lights. And this is a great flashlight. I call it the Surefire 300 Turbo Killer because it has 11,000 more candela. It has 1,300 lumens, which is twice the lumens of the Surefire X300 Turbo at a 650. And the main reason why I sold all my X300 turbos and replaced them with this flashlight is because the switches are a lot more easier to actuate, especially under pressure. The last thing that you want to be fumbling with is these old school Togger style, rocker style switches that are on the Surefire 300 Turbo. And to tell you the truth, if the Surefire 300 Turbos were identical in lumens and performance, but they just had better controls, I would have kept the Surefire. I do like the coating that's on the Surefire. The coating on these Streamlights are also nice, but the coating on the Surefires, I like them a little bit more. I mean, I like them both in their own ways, but yeah, I think mainly the switches. If they had these kind of switches on the Surefire 300 Turbos, I'd probably keep that. I do like the way those flashlights look as well. And the Radiant Ramjet Afterburner, I mean, it's a great compensator. Like I said in my previous video with my Glock 19X Ultimate build, the reason why I got this compensator is because it's nice. It's clean engineering. Um, it just fits flush nice with the bull barrel from Glock. It does its job in reducing felt recoil, muzzle rise, all that stuff. It's pricey, yeah, for sure. Um, Not a lot of people have $400 laying around to put into a gun. Shit, including myself now. Um, you know, um, Things are probably not looking the best so much in the U.S. right now. I think everyone's feeling this. I guess, um, I guess you could call it a recession. They don't want to call it that, but could very much be that. But um, yeah, compensator. I like this one versus all the other ones because most other compensators you have to use red Loctite to put on there. You have to get a threaded barrel, which is not compliant in all the states. Versus this one is compliant, being that this compensator doesn't thread onto the barrel. And just everything about this design is flawless. You pretty much just put that screw on there, and it self times it, so you don't have to worry about shims or it being off or it um, wearing and tearing itself because the compensator and the slide aren't lined up. So for $400 for it to do all that stuff for you, I mean, I'd pay the price, and I did, and I love everything about it. Um, I've put over 5,000 rounds through this compensator, including the flashlight and the red dot, and I've had not one issue with it. I haven't had any malfunctions. I haven't had any flickering of the flashlight. Obviously, the red dot, it's good. I'll lean a little bit more into the red dot right now in a little bit, but um, I ran, I ran anything from 115, 124, 147 ball ammo, um, um, LE ammo, law enforcement ammo such as Federal HST, Spear Gold Dot, 124, 147 plus P, non plus P, and I've had not one malfunction through this compensator. It runs great. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I mean, at this point, they should be able to label it as duty, like um, like duty rated, because it's just so reliable. Um, Shit. If I was a police officer and I were to have this on my gun, I mean that'd be nice. You know, under pressure, you might not notice or really care, about recoil, but I mean, being able to put more shots down range in a tighter group at a faster time and being able to acquire that dot on your target a lot faster, um, is worth the $400. How much faster? I don't know, but I'm willing to take anything to help preserve my life and to get rid of the threat faster, if whatever that means. But um, the Aimpoint Acro P2, I love Aimpoint. I love Trijicon. I like high end products. I like to buy once, cry once. If you have the money, get it. Other options, like Hollow Sun. Hollow Sun's really good too. Um, I don't even know why people care, if certain things are made in China or this or that. Um, I don't care if it's made in Taiwan, as long as it's a great product, it works. Shit, I'm gonna buy it, especially if it's at a cheaper price. Um, but yeah, so I had no issues with that red dot. The only issue that I had is that earlier, maybe about 2 months ago, I thought I had moisture buildup in the on the front lens. So there's the sacrificial lens, which is that front glass, and then there's like the glass that's behind it, that curved glass. There was little specks on that curved glass, so I called Aimpoint and they sent me a RMA and I sent it in. It took they said in the email that it would take um under a month for me to get it back. It actually took a month and a week for me to get it back, so that kind of sucked. And uh, we shouldn't have to be dealing with these issues, especially when you buy a $600 optic. I mean, the optic is worth as much as the gun itself, but I mean, it is what it is. It's still very reliable. It's still very worth it. It's rugged. It's one of the best red dots out there for anything. You can put that thing on a pistol, shotgun, rifle. But sorry, going back to what I was saying, those specs ended up being some kind of lubricant that they put on the sealant of the O-ring, and so they pretty much just switched out the tubing. They switched out some pieces there and resealed it, and yeah, it works fine now. I've had no issues. I still need to take it to the range to get it zeroed, and that's what kind of sucks is that we pay for these expensive products, and then it comes out of our pocket in time to still have to go down to a range, pay for a range fee if you don't have a membership, pay for some ammo to zero it in, and on top of that, I first zeroed in with some range ammo, and after that, I fine tune it with my carry ammo, which I carry Federal HST 124 plus P. So that stuff's not cheap. It's expensive. So I mean, you're looking close to at $100. Including my time to pretty much get this thing zeroed in. But yeah. Other than that, it's a great optic, and what I have to back it up is the Mariglow blacked out sights, which are these ones right here, and I just kind of have those there, for backup sights, and yeah, they work great. Not much to say there about them. I just kind of have them there. I got them blacked out. That way it's just less clutter, less stuff that I have to worry about, trying to look through the red dot. And not sure if I went over the grips, but yeah, these grips are the Edge series from Handler Grips. Shout out to Handler Grips. They sent me these grips. They contacted me and hooked me up with a couple of grips. And I'm very thankful and grateful for companies like that. I have very much respect for that company and companies that reach out to people that don't have a huge following. I don't have a huge following on YouTube or Instagram, but they reached out to me, and I mean, it's a win-win. They get to get free advertising, and I get some, awesome grips. And that's my honest opinion. I'm not saying that, like I said, they sent me this. They didn't pay me to say this. Um, I like these grips even more because they're just a great company. Besides them being awesome, I mean, these grips. This is the Edge series, so what I really like about these grips is that it has dimension to it. This is like a mixture of like a rubber-like feeling and sandpaper. It's aggressive, but you can still kind of like run your finger through it. And I mean, it looks nice. It makes the gun look like it's stippled, has like a stipple job to it. So that's pretty cool. And I mean, they're not expensive. I'd rather do this than permanently change, the patterning or the texture on my on my grip, by going with the stipple job and, messing with the integrity of it, stuff like that. Worst case scenarios, people that don't know what they're doing, or even probably do know what they're doing, it messes with the integrity of the design of the gun. So I'd rather not mess with that. I'd rather just slap on these grips and they start wearing off or whatever. I mean, just buy another pair. They're not expensive, easy to replace. But um, yeah, that's pretty much the gun itself right there. Something well One thing that I did do this past weekend, I did do a 25 cent trigger job or polish job on this gun. So I did polish um all the internals, the locking block, the trigger bar, the trigger housing, pretty much all the internals. I went and polished them, and this pretty much reduces about half a pound off the trigger pull. And yeah, it's very worth it to do it. I mean, you can do it yourself. It's very therapeutic, to just kind of sit down and do all that stuff. The plunger, um, the firing pin, all that stuff, pretty much polished in. Feels like glass now. Feels nice and smooth. And on top of that, you kind of, um, on top of that, you put some oil on it, and I mean, this thing feels nice. But um, some things that I do want to get for my Glock 45 is the slide catch slash slide release from the company now known as Primatia, Primatia. Um, it's the one that pretty much kind of hangs out up here on the slide. And the reason why is because, well, I have like a high grip when I grab my Glock, and pretty much my support hand always uh, is kind of squeezing down on the slide lock, and it pretty much stops it from like locking on the last round. And so I'm gonna look into that one because that slide lock is designed for shooters with high grip, which there's nothing wrong with my grip. It helps. I feel in control of the gun very very good when I grip it the way I do, the way I was trained to grip it, or I train myself. Um, so I want to look into that slide release. And um, I don't like to mess with the internals much with as far as safety, but I think I do want to get that the double diamond connector from the Glock store, or they actually have this black yikes one, and that one's like a 3 pound connector versus a double diamond is a 3.5. And yeah, it helps with the trigger pull being a lot lighter. To be able to pretty much be more accurate. The less pounds on the trigger, the better. You could be a lot more accurate with the trigger pull. And on top of that, I do also want to change out the trigger shoe. There's a lot of companies out there. I pretty much prefer like a flat face trigger, just that way, you don't pull low left if you're right-handed. or that with the connector, you could get a lot more shots down range, a lot more accurate, having a lighter trigger pull with a flat face trigger. I mean, that paired up with the weight of the flashlight, the recoil reduction of the radium ramjet. I mean, this thing will be a workhorse, and it already is, but it'll be even better. But yeah, I mean, that's all I pretty much have for you guys for right now. I know I haven't been putting much content out there recently. Um, I want to try to get at least one video a week, if not one video every 2 weeks. But it's been like over a month that I haven't put a video in. Um, I mean, like I said, I'm a full-time dad, full-time husband. I have a full-time job, and sometimes it's hard to find the time to or the energy to really make these videos. But until I guess and talk actually like find it within yourself to like want to make a video too. But I mean, this morning I woke up, I'm very thankful for everything that I have in my life, very blessed. And I thought I'd just, make this video, give my opinions on my Glock 45 build. Um, um, but yeah, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch my videos. I'm very thankful for all the followings that I've been getting on Instagram and YouTube. Um, yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. You guys have a great day. And if you have any questions or comments or things that I should look into, maybe what Ghost connects, maybe what connectors to look into or other parts, or just want to chit chat about anything with this whole Glock thing that's happening recently, yeah, just comment down below. And if you like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to dislike it, dislike it. Um, if you want to talk shit, you want to troll, shit, troll. I'm a troll myself. Uh, it's fun to troll sometimes. But yeah, you guys have a great day.